And good evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel and to this month's edition of the Vanother Collective videos. Vanother Collective, we're a group of like-minded campervanners, caravanners, motorhomers, and once a month we get together and we all produce a video. And this month's video is all about our plans for this year. So should be quite interesting to see what everybody's planning and getting up to. I will make sure everybody's logos are in one of these corners, and all the logo or all the links for everybody's channel will be in the description below. Make sure you go over and watch everybody else's videos and see what they're planning on getting up to for this year. We haven't been very organised, have we?
Well, we've not planned a lot.
No, we haven't. We've only got one thing booked at the moment, but we've got a lot of ideas for things that we'd like to do. We've been chatting about what we want to do because obviously Siska works in a school, so we only really get the school holidays, don't we?
Yeah, and the odd weekend.
And the odd weekend here and there.
As long as it's not too far.
Yeah. I mean, if we're doing weekends, it's sort of within a couple of hours we try to stick to, don't we? So really, the only things we've talked about really is February half term. We said we'd like to go back to Scotland and do the Scottish borders.
Yeah, or Northumbria.
Or Northumbria.
Yeah, that sort of area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we like Northumbria. We've done it. We did a few tours up there, and you can go back and check the videos on that one. But if we're going up that way, on the way back, we'll definitely be stopping at the lakes at Linden because we did like that spot.
And it's very convenient for us.
It's a camper air, and it's lovely, and it's within an hour of here, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So it's our last stop off for the last night. It means we can get the van cleared out, we can empty it down, and we can just get home, empty it, and park it up.
Yeah.
So we will be stopping there.
Oh yeah, because we'll have to park the van before 4 o'clock still.
Yes, being winter. The storage closes at 4, so we've got to get it parked up and done and dusted before then. The only thing we have actually booked is Easter weekend. Now, if you've seen our videos, you'll know that our daughter and son-in-law have bought a camper van. And it's going to be their first weekend out in it, with a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a baby. So we've said we'll go along with them for moral support. Well, I actually told Liam, because he's never put an awning up, but they've got an air awning, and he's never put one up before. I said, I'll just sit there and video that because it'll go viral, because it'll be funny as hell. So, yeah. We're going to...
A bit like our first attempt of putting up the tent, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was quite fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, especially where you don't use the right poles.
Yeah. We're going to York. We're going back to Beechwood Grange. Lovely site. We've been there a couple of times. So we're going to go to Beechwood Grange for Easter weekend and help them out.
Yeah. And
spend a bit of time with the grandkids.
Yeah, whether we do something before or afterwards, don't know, because I've got 2 weeks off.
Yeah, you've got the 2 weeks off, so we'll see whether we go somewhere before. I mean, there's plenty around there. You want to go to Harrogate and sort of do that area, and there's a couple of sites around Harrogate that you can stop at.
Yeah.
So we may well do that.
Yeah, I may have to have a look if they've got the craft fair on.
Yes. Yeah, because you've got the Yorkshire Showground there, haven't you? So.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed that just before Christmas.
Yes, we did. Then there's obviously, you've got the May bank holiday half term at the end of May.
Well, you've got long weekend at the beginning of May.
Yeah, long weekend at the beginning of May.
Yeah.
And we've got obviously the half term at the end of May.
Yeah.
Beginning of June. We've got nothing planned for that yet.
No, but we'll go do something.
We will go somewhere, certainly that half term. I'm not sure exactly where. I mean, there's plenty of places in the UK we haven't been to, so we'll find somewhere for that. Then you're looking at summer. We're looking, but obviously going back to Europe. And we've talked about Eastern Germany, because I've never been over that sort of way. I know you have when you were younger.
But only up to the eastern border.
Oh, yeah, what used to be the East-West German border. But if we do go that way, there's one thing I really want to do, and it's something I regret not doing when I was stationed out in Germany before the wall came down, which is driving the Berlin Corridor. It's basically now it's just an autobahn, but it's what used to be the only road that you could take
No, there was. I think there was 3 routes, wasn't there?
It was the only route for military, because you had Checkpoint Alpha, Checkpoint Bravo, and everybody's heard of Checkpoint Charlie, which was in Berlin itself. And the buildings for these apparently are still there. What used to be Checkpoint Alpha and Checkpoint Bravo. So I'd like to drive that and go into Berlin as well.
Yeah.
There is an Air in Berlin, which is on a bus route. The only reason I know that is because I watched the Roaming Radfords and they stopped there. So I've had a look at that one. It's not cheap, but it is in the middle. It is in Berlin, and easily reachable for it. And there's plenty of other stuff in Eastern Germany. I'd like to go down to Dresden and that sort of area as well. There's some lovely castles around there.
Yeah, we might be restricted on time again though.
Yeah, well, because obviously, I mean, when we go over to Europe, we go and see Siska's family. So we will be going back to Hardenberg and doing the usual thing. 3 days there, disappear, another 3 days there. Before we head off for that, possibly going to do the Norfolk show again. Because I know the Rimor crowd are planning on meeting up at that one. And it'd be nice to meet up with them again. And I enjoyed that show. It was a lovely show.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was good. So we'll probably do that again and then head off down to whatever port we're going to go from into Europe, which may well be Harwich this time round, because we're not going sort of Belgium or that sort of side. We're just going to go straight across Holland, which would be ideal. And that's sort of as far as we've got now. Festivals and shows we'd like to look at. I mean, we've got the Harrogate Warners show, which is in March.
Yeah.
That's a day trip, that one. Really. 2 secs. Computer, stop.
10-minute timer stopped on A's Echo Dot.
Tea's cooking. Yeah, you've got the Warners Harrogate show. And possibly Malvern as well on the way back, like we did last year. Because that was a great show. The Western show at Malvern. Festivals, Glamfest. Did enjoy that one. That was the one where I copped up, and we were double booked. So we might actually get the full weekend in this time. That
not
one's
too big.
No, it's not.
No, not too far away.
Yeah, that one's in May. Now I know you think this one's a little bit too big, but Van Life Fest at the Hall, really
It's quite
good.
far as well.
Well, I know it took us 3 hours to get there from here last time, but that's because we caught all the traffic.
Well, we'd catch the traffic again.
Yeah, but I did enjoy that one, and it'd be good to meet up with Stuart and Andy again, and Stuart and Andrew again, because I know they'll be there. That one's in June, and the one that we definitely will be doing is Vans in the Valley again.
As long as it's on, yeah.
It is on.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it is on. I've already got written the dates in the diary, and that one's at the start of July.
Yeah, that was a nice little one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not too far.
Yeah.
Lovely setting.
Lovely setting, and Sophie will probably come along to that one again as well.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, she did enjoy it last year, didn't she?
Yes, she did. She really did enjoy that one. Yeah. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better, because it did rain while we were there.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit, but it did rain.
Well, we had that downpour, didn't we?
Yes, yeah. Things that I've got to get done this year. The van's 3 years old this year, so it'll be due its first MOT. Now, unfortunately, that MOT is due on the 19th of August. We'll probably be in Europe. So what I'm going to do is I'll lose a month, and I'll drag the MOT forward to the start of July, which means next year I can do what most people do and get a 13-month MOT and do it in June, which doesn't infringe on anything else. Plus we've got the hab check as well that'll need doing. This year I'm going to speak to M&C and find a local hab check engineer that they approve to get that done up here.
It's a long way to go.
It is a long way to go to Hull just to get a hab check done from here. Yeah. I mean, that takes me 3.5 hours to drive down there, and it's always an overnight stop at Spring Valley, and then back up the following day, and it's 300-400 mile on the van that I really don't need to be doing.
Yeah.
So I'll look at that in July as well, get the hab check done at the start of July. Up here.
One thing I would like to do is to break down the costs of the van. you know, like insurance, everything else.
Yes.
The diesel we put in. So basically the costs of running the van for this year.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's not a problem. We've got you bought me that little booklet for Christmas. It's actually over here on the side. It's just here. Oh, got it here. Yeah, Sister bought me that for Christmas. Camping logbook. And basically you can write down locations, sites, distances travelled, loads of stuff in there. So I'll be using that a lot this year.
I haven't even had a proper look at.
Yeah, and other bits and pieces I'll be doing. I mean, we've got stickers all over the van, but they're not sticking very well because it's poor quality stickers. So we've got a couple of scrapbooks, and I'm going to start putting all the stickers in scrapbooks from now on. So we'll do that as well. But that basically is as far as we've got with planning for this year.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, we haven't got anything for October half term.
No, we've got nothing for October half term yet.
We haven't got anything for any other weekends.
No, so it's just a case of for weekends it's going to be a case of if we've got nothing on, we'll find somewhere local. I mean, I want to do a couple of pub stops this year.
Yes.
And there are plenty of pub stops in North Yorkshire.
Yes, Yorkshire's good for that.
Yeah, Yorkshire is really good for that. There's some good park ups, Skipton, Ripon, places like that. There's good park ups around those areas. And there are some camper airs in Yorkshire now as well.
Oh, is there?
Yes, there are. I've seen a couple of videos of those, so I'm going to look at those as well.
Well, write some down and then we can have a look.
Yeah, we'll have a look for some weekends
where
on those.
Where they are.
Yes.
Something for a weekend.
For a weekend, a camper air is going to be ideal.
Oh yes, I know, but like how far you go, because I don't really want to go any further than about 2 hours.
Yeah, not for a weekend. Friday night, Saturday night.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So that's where we've got to with plans for this year. As I said at the start, make sure you go over and watch everybody else's videos, see what they're planning on getting up to this year. We will be, because it might actually give us some ideas for places to go. Because, I mean, I think at least half the group is Yorkshire based. So there's some ideas there of places to go, quite possibly. We're going to call it a quits on this video at this point. Thanks for watching. As I said, make sure you go over and watch everybody else's videos, see where they're going. And we will see you guys on the next one. Bye.